how will you communicate with me who have come to a certain point when I'm really grasping, hoping, not burning to receive what you're saying. So completely, it's finished. Am I, having come here, am I in that state really? Or am I fooling myself?
Yeah. Well, that's the question of knowledge is constantly deceiving itself.
Of course.
See, I think that I would say that knowledge, it's not even that I'm deceiving myself, but knowledge has a built-in tendency to deceive itself.
So, sir, is my mind always deceiving itself?
The tendency is constantly there when knowledge is operating, right, psychologically.
So what shall I do? Come back to the same blah.
Well, you see, yes, we raised the question of deceiving oneself, and now, again, I think it's the same point, to listen to.
I mean, why don't we listen, sir? Why don't we immediately understand this thing? Immediately, what? We can give the reasons why, but that isn't old age, conditioning, laziness, 10 different. That's all.
Well, that's superficial. It's
meaningless.
But would it be possible to give the deep reason for it? I mean,
knowledge will come back to the same thing.
Well,
you see, I think so. Is it that the knowledge which is the me?
Yes, that's the point.
The knowledge which is the me is so tremendously strong as an idea, not as a fact.
Yes, I understand that it's an idea. But the idea is, that's what I tried to say, that the idea has tremendous significance and meaning.
Of course.
For example, suppose you have the idea of God, and this takes on a tremendous power.
That's like, I'm a British or French, it takes men, gives him great energy.
And also, it creates a state of the body which seems to be the very being of the self. That the person doesn't experience it, as mere knowledge, but he first feels something very powerful, which doesn't seem to be knowledge.
Yes. Are we going round and round and round? It seems like it.
Well, I was wondering if one could, if there was anything that could be communicated about that overwhelming power that seems to come with knowledge and with the self.
Identification.
With identification. You see, that may be something that would be worth looking into.
What does the word, I've forgotten, the root meaning of identification?
Well, always the same.
It's always the same, that's right.
Yeah.
That's it, you see? It's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, well, that's the essence of the... see, if you say the self is always the same, the self-same self, it's it tries to be always the same in essence, if not in detail. And,
yes.
And I think this is the thing that goes wrong with knowledge, that knowledge attempts to be knowledge of what is always the same, you see, so it holds, you see.
Of course, it's always the same.
Yes, and knowledge itself tries to find what is permanent and perfect and always the same, right? I mean, even independent of any of us, you see. It's built into, like the cells,
From this arises a question. Is it possible to attain? I mean, I'm trying to use the word diligent.
Yeah, that's good.
Is it possible to diligently to attain? Diligence in sense be accurate, you know.
Yeah, well, literally it means to take pains. That's its
Take
root.
pains, of course. Take pain. Take the whole of it in. So there must be some other way around this intellectual business. We have exercised a great deal of intellectual capacity, and that intellectual capacity has led to the black ball. I approach it from every direction. Eventually the ball is there, which is the me, with my knowledge, with my prejudice, all the rest of me. And the me then says, I must do something about it, which is still the me.
Yes, well,
And we all know that.
well, the me wants to be always the same. At the same time, it tries to be different.
Different. Put on different coat. It's always the same. So the mind which is functioning with the me is always the same mind. Good Lord, you see, so back again.
Yes, well, see if we could be. See, that always the same gives a tremendous force. And
Yes.
now, is it possible to leave go of that always the same?
Which is, yeah. See, we have tried everything. Fasting, every kind of thing to get rid of the me, with all its knowledge, with all its illusions and so on. And where one tries to identify with something else, which is the same.
Yeah.
I mean, a serious man has done all this and comes back to the fundamental question, what will make this wall totally disappear? I think so. It's the only possible when I can give my total attention to what you're saying. There is no other means to break down the wall. Not the intellect, not the emotions, not any of those things. When somebody who is beyond the wall, who's gone beyond, broken down the wall, says, listen, for God's sake, listen. Can I listen to you? When I listen to you, my mind is empty. So it's finished. You follow what I'm saying?
You see, I think generally one would feel, okay, it's finished, but something will happen and it's all going to come back. You see, is it finished?
I have no sense of hoping to come back, whether I'll have it in the future or it is empty, and therefore listen. It's finished.